So let's go through the components that come with an iControl. In the box, you will get a battery box itself for that's what the battery will go in. There's some paperwork in there, owner's manual, quick start guide. There's a registration sheet to show you how to register the unit through our website. There's the pump itself, some adapter fittings, some wiring. There's an accessory box here that has things like the float sensors and clamps, cable ties. This is the controller itself that'll mount to the wall and everything plugs into the bottom of. And this is the keypad. And the keypad plugs into the controller, mounts to it. Actually, it could be anywhere. And then the internet mount goes into the bottom of the keypad. So we're going to look at a diagram here, and I'll go briefly through each component just to give a better explanation. So here's the diagram, and we can review some of the hardware here. The pump itself is down in the sump that's installed right alongside the electric sump pump. Now you could actually put two of the iControl pumps in the sump, and then we call it an iControl X2. You might see that on the website, and that's what that is. It just means there's a two pump system, which also means there's two controllers. Above the pumps, at the water level that you want those pumps to be triggered, is where the dual float sensors go. The pump, when it needs to run, gets its power from the controller, and it can run off of regular house power, or it can run off of a battery if the power is out. So the pump, the sensors, and the battery, they're all connected into the bottom of the controller. Also connected into the bottom of the controller is the keypad. The keypad is designed to mount right to the controller. It doesn't have to, you can mount it somewhere else, but that's the easiest place to put it. The keypad has a real nice interface. It's an easy to use, intuitive menu system, real easy to figure out. And the LCD display is a bright blue backlit display, very simple to see. Also the LEDs are bright blue. So using the interface, you can change the settings of the system itself. You can test equipment, silence alarms, and edit a lot of the different settings. Once the keypad is connected to the internet, now you have all that functionality of the keypad interface right online through any web browser. A couple other things I'll note on the bottom of the controller. There's a space for a second dual float sensor to plug in. So perhaps you just want redundant sensors in case the first set of sensors were to fail or get defeated somehow. You can always purchase a second set of sensors. They're not very expensive, and plug it in and have redundancy there as well. There's also an auxiliary input and output, and what that's for is, let's say you wanted a sensor over in your ejector pit to monitor the water level in there. You could do that and plug it in, and then if that sensor was triggered, you'd be taking advantage of the internet connectivity of the iControl and get an alarm sent to you via text or email, however you have it set up. You could also do water sensors for the floor, like by your water heater, those kinds of things. In addition, you can have an output set up so that the iControl, in addition to the internet, talks to your home security system. So depending on who your home security service provider is, they might be calling you saying, hey, we're getting a call from the sump pump. Now, it's not going to be very specific to the alarm like the email and text messages will be, but it's just another option that people might want to take advantage of. There's also additional places to plug in additional data network cables so that you can have other controllers that utilize our iControl technology. Those features are a little beyond the scope of this video. So that is a brief overview of the components that come with the iControl system.